Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Money Huddle. It's your boy Dre Rich and my boy Shaq. What's good, bruh?
Not the fucking Eagles, I'll tell you that. So I'm going with my
Hey,
baseball team that didn't choke 2 weeks in a row against the Bears and the Cowboys. I will not be wearing Eagle stuff until we win. I am losing faith at the moment, and
oh,
yeah, so I'm gonna put
whoa.
on my Cubbies attire until we can win here because we've got to figure it out. And as much as the players don't say it, coaches won't say it. Kevin Patello's got to go. He is ass, and we won't win anything with we got a veteran offense with a terrible OC. So just want to get that up and out of the way. That's how I'm feeling today. Yeah, it was a weird week, man.
I'm not feeling that way this week because it's Monday, December 1st, and we have betting in Missouri.
Bigger, better things, man.
Let's go. Okay. People don't know. You could change your life by winning some bets. Okay. Hey, my
Bro,
my best friend won 10 grand on DraftKings 3 years ago. And he was in the shithole until then.
bro, I've made last year. I killed it last year. I made about the same, almost the same in my season long bets. So it's why I'm like, and you don't have to bet much on them season long bets if they hit, guys. Like
I'm just telling you,
we're gonna go
it's
through it with you today. Like we got some opportunities that they're giving away money. Like
we don't want you to rely on betting. I'm just trying to tell you that there's people that I know, there's people that we both know who have changed their living circumstances because of betting, have improved their ways of living because of betting, which is why I'm so glad it was legalized in Missouri because we should be able to bet on whatever we want to bet on, whatever. And
man,
we have to pay to watch it, so why
right,
can't I pay to watch it? I pay me to watch it.
man. And I've said for years, once this was lucrative, I would make money, and it's finally here. But I mean, it's probably been 12 years. And if you're from Missouri and you've tried to find ways to bet, you know how hard it is, man. It's to find lucrative ways to bet money, and you feel dirty about it, but like you really shouldn't. These guys, especially now, how it's regular everywhere, normalized. It's in between every commercial, every game. It sponsors everything now.
And that's why I was really angry about how we barely got this law passed. Like it was
Yeah,
almost not. People were just worried about people just being bad with their money. People are already bad with their money. You have uh lottery slot machines in gas stations now.
gas stations. Yeah,
That's
dude,
bad. Don't do
that's
that.
real bad. Yeah, yeah. Don't do that. We're
Don't do
not those
that.
types of guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you
That
right now, a
wow.
slot machine is might as well be a scratcher, bro. You don't. There's no odds. They're not in your favor. It never will be. Like at
Like
least in this, you've got a chance if you know what you're talking about. Just
like
like
yeah.
poker, if you know what you're talking about, if you know the game, if you know the numbers, if you study and you pay attention and you dedicate your time and your effort to it, you can make money. You can't do that on a slot machine.
No. Do not
No matter how
please.
much meth you smoke.
But yeah, for real. And I'm telling you, there's a certain crowd of people who sit at the lottery machines in a convenience store for hours on end. It's a different type of breed.
Yeah,
Okay.
go start a conversation with one of those people.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
yeah, yeah.
I do try to say, bro, I'll sell you my car right now just for some more spins on on the thing. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. You know, sell me your car outside for $1,000.
Pink
That's a
slip,
good
baby.
deal. It's a great deal. But for real, dude,
Is this even your car?
literally, I have the title in my car, everything. Like, you have the title in your car, waiting to be sold. Um, but
Damn,
yeah, don't be
I
like
got the
them.
house too. I got the
Listen
deed to
to
the
us.
house too, homie.
All things to say. Okay, listen to us. Okay, we are not here just gambling willy nilly. We're we're out
No,
here trying to make money strategically. This is a strategy game, guys.
yeah.
So,
Trust me, when we have bad weeks, it's not good for us. Like,
yeah. But you're in good hands. You're in good hands because we take it seriously. There's people who just give out bets and they go, "Have a good day," and then if you lose, they're like, "We don't care. We didn't bet on it anyways." But like, no, we are actually giving you bets that we are betting on ourselves, which is why there's a bets that hit last. This is bets that hit last week, and we in this whole entire time we had the show, we made money off. And we were like, "Hey, that's $300. That's $400."
yeah,
But
we've had some good
now
weekends, man, and they balance each other out here and there, but
it's only going to get better because
we're definitely in the positive for the year.
it's going to be a lot better because now we have props to get rid
Now we
of
got
and
some real
actual
betting.
games, some real betting to be betting on. But we're going to finish off the
The
week
gentleman's
though.
game.
We're going to finish off the week with our normal um, format. Give you a game, consensus bet, two props each, and then this Friday on our Friday show, it'll be a whole different format because we have a lot more things to bet on in Missouri. If you are a Missourian, you got most of your betting on props. Now you are free to go
Yeah.
bet on whatever you want to. Horse racing, do it,
Oh man.
do
Yeah.
it. Derby,
So
go.
stoked.
Bet
Real
on darts,
NASCAR odds.
yeah. So like,
Yeah, man. Sports that you
so
know that you can finally pick on more than just over unders on. Yeah, it's nice.
it's very nice. But Monday Night Football, we have the Giants plus 7.5 minus 120 at the Patriots minus 7.5 under favoriting plus 100 for those odds. Over under is 46.5. Our consensus bet is the Giants plus 7.5. That is a minus 120 price. So you won't get your money back. You'll get $20 less than your money back times. So like you bet 100, you'll get
You win 80.
180. You won't get
Yeah.
200. You get 180. You got to minus this number by whatever you bet. So if you bet 80, you're gonna get 140, not 160. It's just weird math. Okay, it's just weird betting math. We'll go over that later. Um, Shaq's first prop, Jackson Dart over 32.5 rushing yards. Firstly, Shaq, what do you like about the Giants so much in this game before you go on to a guy that you've been on the entire season?
Well, first of all, he's back. So, and he's coming back off a concussion. Um, they were super competitive. Should have won that game last week, honestly, with Jameson Winston in. I thought their offense actually looked good. It looked like they were having fun out there. Defense just gave them away slowly over the game. Their defense has been that way this year, where they hang in there, but they bend and break over long drives. So, what I do like about the Giants is they've been competitive, really competitive. Even with Jackson out, they seem to have been moving the ball. They're missing superstars everywhere on the offensive side, and yet they are still not making excuses. They're still putting the ball down the field. They lost Brian Dayball. Something about that offense clicks. It's just, getting a finished product out there. There's a bunch of young guys, and everybody that stepped up this year has been hurt. But that's why I'm big on the Giants. This kid is probably the best quarterback out of this draft, in my opinion. Um, he's got that grit that you can't train, you can't coach grit into people. Like, he does need to learn to slide, don't get me wrong, but I like that attitude. You see it with him and Scadaboo. Those are gritty players. You can't coach that. So another reason I like Jackson Dart in this game is he's had over 30 rushing yards in every game that he started except one this year. Uh, we'll see how that concussion, if he gets down, but his legs will still be a big part of his game. It was in college. It has been all year. The lacking weapons. Tyrone Tracy's not going to get it done for you back there. He'll run the ball. Jackson Dart is not scared of contact, but we'll see how maybe he does get down more But he will definitely run when the pocket collapses. And he's been their best player by far with all the injuries. He stands out now that he's back. Uh, I feel like he's got a chance against this New England team who seems to play with their food, play down to their competition. They have had the easiest schedule this year in the NFL. So I mean, there's a lot of those wins there. They do have quality wins against good teams with the Bills and the Steelers, which if you want to call the Steelers a good team, but I feel like they're not blowing anybody out of the water. And how competitive New York's been this year, I think Jackson Dart in this game is going to be the deciding factor. We're taking a +7.5 for a reason. So
Yeah, the Patriots haven't really versed a rushing quarterback, especially one like him this season.
no,
So, yeah, Baker Mayfield didn't even rush that much when they played Baker Mayfield. So I can't really count that game. But they haven't really played anyone that actually uses. They played Justin Fields, and he got him for 67
yeah,
yards. And if Justin Fields can do it, Dart can
Jackson Dart,
definitely get them.
yeah, yeah,
He
he should
can
have like
definitely
40
get.
yards in this game, easy.
Yes, like he might not have 12 attempts rushing like my boy Justin Fields did. He rushed 12 times. He was like, I'm the running back today. But
Because Justin Fields ain't got no passing game, dog.
exactly, like Jackson Dart, he might run it for like 5 or 6 times and get this number because he's a better
Easy.
runner.
Yeah.
But you're right though, the concussion is a worry. But I like this number for him. He's gone over. It opened up at 31.5, so it's already going up. So I like it. His part number two
Another
though.
prop on him is he's had a rushing touchdown in like every game he started too.
Bro, I
So
do. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about putting in Jackson Dart rushing touchdown and Drake May over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't
I
know,
don't know.
but
I just don't know about New England, man. They find it's with them. It's really whose week is it? One guy's gonna stand out every week on that team, and it's not gonna be the same guy. Like they're pretty balanced as far as giving out the ball. Like they will move the ball. It's just it's hard to pinpoint who's gonna be the guy. And this is why I like Ramondre Stevenson because for some reason Vrabel has like the biggest hard on for this guy. They signed him to a big deal. They've been running him, but he has the worst case of fumbleitis I have ever seen in my life, next to Gibson, who we cut, thank God. But
yeah,
you know, he's terrible, dude. He had 32 fumbles and 68 attempts. Like he fumbled literally like 40% of the time. Like
that's insane.
so, and Ramondre has had huge fumble problems, but if you watch any New England games this year, when he's healthy and on the field, he is getting ran. Even when Trayvon Henderson was there, they ran it more with Ramondre. He didn't get opportunities. Trayvon didn't get opportunities till Ramondre went down. Him coming back, I feel like this is just way too low. He'll have 8 to 10 carries in this game for sure. And he's not scared to run up the tackle. And they're going to want to probably control the clock of how competitive this game is going to be. They're going to need the run game here and Vrabel trusts him. So we'll see how much work he gets coming back, but I feel like it's pretty good odds for 24.5. I think that number is just too low.
The Giants allow the second most rushing yards to opposing running backs. I'm on this, bro, for sure. Like, there's no way they give Trayvon Henderson the entire workload tonight, dude. That
No,
would be so annoying. But
no. And he's
um,
not a between the tackles type guy. He's a receiver, get him to the edge type running back. Like he can make moves and he can run up the gut, but he is not what Vrabel likes. He had Derrick Henry for like 7 years.
yeah,
He likes
dude,
to pound the fucking football. And Trayvon
he
Henderson is not that guy.
the Giants allow an average of 6.4 rushing yards per attempt.
God.
Dude, they're about to get ran through.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Dart,
This number's
Dart,
too low.
but its number's way too low. We are still on the Giants +7.5 because if it is a running game, that keeps this game tight. If it's a pass
Yeah.
first, pass game, it could get ugly, like the
I don't
Seahawks
think
and the
it'll
Vikings.
be I don't think it'll be a pass game because this is in New England, and you look at the forecast for tonight. It's moving through here now, but they got snow all yesterday. It's supposed to be coming up through there again tonight by the time game starts. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. This is going to be a run strong game on both sides.
Yes. And this is what at least my first prop. I don't think deep ball passes are going to be in this game. My first prop is Austin Hooper over 9.5 receiving yards. And it's ugly. Austin Hooper. Some of y'all don't even know who he is. Okay, he used to play for the Browns. He was all right.
Used to be a Falcon.
To be a Falcon, he's been around. He was the number one of the more options for the Falcons at one point in time, but with him and Julio Jones, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But
Long time ago.
long
He
time
was the
ago,
tight end in that Super Bowl debacle, like back in the day that they just
yeah.
failed to win.
And this is what I'm saying, guys. The Patriots are missing an O lineman. They're going to need to have two tight end personnel for extra blocking.
Definitely.
The Giants are good against the tight end. If you have two tight ends, the one who's not the better tight end is probably going to be open. Austin Hooper. Short route for 10 yards, catch the bet. That's enough said. I'm on Austin Hooper, bro. I think he gets 2 catches in this game. That clears this 9.5 receiving yards. Prop
He
2.
should have at least 2 or 3 targets easy.
Oh, yeah, exactly, bro. Demario Davis, bro. Pop Douglas. Okay? This is Demario Davis. Demario Douglas. Pop Douglas. Over 1.5 receptions. Okay? It's a cold game. The Giants are pretty good at pass defense. Okay, you have to look at the guys who aren't the number 1 and 2 options. Okay, we are going to fade Hunter Henry. We're going to fade Stephon Diggs, kind of. He still might have a good game, but I'm not going to go that route. I think the backup guys for this Patriots team is going to be well. This is going to do very well. So, like Pop Douglas, Austin Hooper, and what's his name?
Booty.
No, bro, Mac Hollins.
Matt Collins. Yeah, I was gonna say I think Booty's out.
He might. He might play too. But if he plays, it's gonna be really ugly. But like Mac Hollins, bro, he's huge. He's like a big tight end as a receiver, kind of like Likely.
Barefoot wearing, no shoe wearing, son of a bitch.
Yeah, for real. It's kind of like uh, Isaiah Likely for the Ravens. He's a tall guy, kind of slender, should be playing tight end, but he's like 6'5". What the hell?
He's
So
fast as hell and can't block.
exactly. He's a red zone target, so I like him in this game too. But Pop Douglas, bro, he can get 2 catches in this game. He was the guy before Booty came in. He was the guy before Stephon got traded to them. I think he has a good game tonight at home. The role players play better at home. We know this. This is stats, bro. Okay, for every team. Every team's backup guys play better at home. So, but Thursday night football, we're going to go ahead and give y'all Week 14's first game. Cowboys +3, -1. At the Lions -3, -115. Over unders 53.5. We are going with the Cowboys. Nope.
Fuck
Hell
no. I was
no.
gonna say, get
We got
the
Eagles
fuck out
fan
of
here. We're going with the Cowboys. No way.
Man, I might be a little upset with him, but I ain't gonna bet on no fucking Cowboy win.
We're going under 53.5, which is plus money. And plus money is what you want. That's what's going to get you more than your return. More than your give. You're returning more than you give. So under 53.5, Shaq's first prop. David Montgomery, touchdown. Why do you like the under? This definitely supports it.
Look, they lost Amon-Ra St. Brown coming off of a short week, I think, right? No, they played Thursday. That's right. So it'll be a week. But they lost him in the first quarter of that game. He's a big tool of what they do out there. Not that they don't have receiving weapons. You know, Jameson Williams has never been a number 1 guy. This Isaac Tesla kid, he's good, but we'll see. He's more of a role player, still a rookie. 3 or 4 catches, 35 yards type guy. So they're going to have to find ways to contribute. And I know Gibbs is going to be a big part of that, receiving and rushing. But they're going to have to get David Montgomery involved here. They're going to want to control the clock. This Cowboys defense or offense will shred their secondary. And just like Green Bay did on Thanksgiving, dude, smoked them like the turkey they were eating. Like, it was bad. And the Cowboys offense is built to do that. Like, you got two great receivers, a pretty good tight end, and you guys have been able to run the ball. So the Cowboys will throw all over them. This is going to have to be the Lions' answers to maintain possession, keep it close with the fact that their secondary sucks and they're missing Amon-Ra St. Brown. So you got to they've got to go back to what they're good at, and that's running the football, getting the play action going, getting the dump offs and the screens, getting creative with it. And Dan Campbell, since taking over play calling, he's playing it like it's a game of Madden out there. I think he just needs to hone it in a little bit. He hasn't been much of a play caller for very long, so you got to give him some time. I think he's creative, but there's just some bad calls out there, and I think he's going to get back to what he knows he's good at, and that's running the football, getting play action, getting guys open, especially when you're missing your number one receiving option out there. So David Montgomery should be involved, especially down in the red zone, because Gibbs is going to be using a lot in the receiving game, I feel like. So they're going to want fresh legs in the 5-6 yard line.
And it's plus money, guys. We're gonna talk to you more about like this. Talk to y'all in this type of language because we need you guys to understand what you're doing. Plus 150, you bet $100, you're getting 250.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Now
Yeah.
we talking money.
That's one guy. We're going to get into that. I'll come back to refer to this later as far as when we're talking about betting for real, not this prop shit.
And you only need to bet on one player.
Yeah. Don't even have, and you can bet multiple things on one guy and nobody else.
You're like, oh man, I hate the Cowboys. I have to pick a Cowboys player. Hey, you actually don't.
Hell no. Hell
I
no.
won't. You can't make me.
Yeah, because that's the dumbest thing, man. I hated that for so long.
But yeah, I can just put this bet in, put $100 on it, and just be like, hey, that's it.
250, bro.
Literally
Coming back.
Montgomery touchdown, I like it a lot because this will be a running game. It supports our under 53.5. Number 2 though is Dak Prescott over 2.5 passing touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, 1.5 is minus money here. Like, I mean, it's almost a guarantee. But if you look at this Lions secondary, they are bottom 25 in the league. They give up the most fantasy points and yards to wide receivers. They get torched everywhere, especially on the outside by receivers. Their linebacking core is all right. You can and you can't run on them. You know what I mean? Like they're coming after them with pressure, trying to get that pass game because they know how bad their secondary is. So people that haven't had to run the ball, Cowboys can. But let's face it, you got George Pickens, who's a top 5 fantasy receiver this year. You've got CeeDee Lamb, who's top 10, missed some time. You got two of the best wide receivers in the game on the same team. You just beat both Super Bowl teams last year in the matter of 4 days. As much as I fucking hate that stat, this is what we're gonna rely on. It's just like the Lions. They're missing their top guy. They got to rely on their two good running backs. David Montgomery could easily be a starter in this league somewhere else. So they've got two great running backs. You've got two great receivers in Dallas, and I feel like they're going to get it done. And not to sleep on Jake Ferguson, he's been a great, reliable option for him all year. Stayed healthy. He's actually a top 5 tight end in fantasy right now. So the options are all there. The passing game is clicking, and they can run the ball in Dallas. So I like Dak here. They're coming off of big games. That the locker room in Dallas has to be just hopping, unfortunately. So I know there's going to be a lot of energy coming into this game. They're playing in a dome, no wind. We'll see. I don't know if they'll win this game because Dan Campbell hasn't lost back-to-back games in 3 seasons, 4 years, something like that. But we'll see, man. There's a lot of hype behind it, and I think Dak's just going to throw all over him. He's 3 right now in the MVP odds.
The Lions allow the 3rd most touchdowns to receivers.
Yeah, they are bad.
they ain't gonna give up one because Dak is not. He's not throwing the ball less than 32 times a game.
No,
It's probably going north of 40.
especially especially if they don't boat race them in this game. The books, the thing is going to be a shootout, obviously, with the over under being 53.5. I just, with Amon-Ra not there, I feel like that's why I'm taking. Both these teams are going to get points. It's just the time of possession here, I feel like, is what the Lions are going to favor because you cannot get in a boat race with the Cowboys.
No, no, and guaranteed, if anyone gets a decent lead, they're running the ball. Both teams. They're
Yeah.
not going to pile it on.
Javonte Williams has quietly had a very good year.
Yeah. So it could be a big Gibbs game for the Lions, honestly, receptions wise.
And it should be. It should be because that's their guy with a no Amon-Ra.
Might put him in the slot. Oh, Babbitt needs help.
That's why I'm like, watch them get real creative, man. They could. There's a lot of motion. Dan Campbell, I wouldn't be shocked. He plays it like a fucking Madden game, bro.
And they're at home, which means it could be anybody. So
yeah.
prop one for me though. Brandon Aubrey, man, he's in the dome. What do you want from him? He's going to have at least 2 field goals. He's going to have at least 3 extra points.
Yeah.
So 7.5, it's minus 130 for a reason. You bet 100, you only get 170 back. Well, you only get 70 back. You bet 100, you only get 70 back. Like, you're not gonna get your money's. You get 130. Well, you bet 100, you get 130 back. Yes, that's how it is.
No, you bet 100, you get 170 back.
I can't math right now. You're right, 100%. That's what I'm saying, guys. It really is important that you understand the money that you're getting back when you place the bet. So you're like, oh man, I bet $20, I only got $15. Yeah, it wasn't a good bet.
Yeah, that means it's a lot. The books are like, yeah, that's probably going to happen.
Yeah, literally, yeah. We want you to not know, but yes. So it's a good bet. It's if it was worse than this, I wouldn't even give it to y'all. If there's a bet that's minus 150, I'm not giving it to y'all.
No,
that's not.
We're not betting 100 to win 150, dude.
No,
it's not worth it.
No, but Jared Goff plus money time. Jared Goff under 34.5 passing attempts. I don't think he has that many attempts. I think they run the ball because they can. Yeah,
and that's what they'll be good at.
I'm telling you, the Chiefs running backs are not better than the Lions running backs.
Not a cold day in hell.
And I think the Cowboys can win, but I do think the Cowboys can also lose. Who knows? I don't right now.
I ain't betting. I'll tell you right now, with it being, you get 3 points. So a little betting fact here: you get 3 points just for being the home team, and right now it's right at 3. So this is a pick'em game.
Yes.
And if it goes under 3, it's a real pick'em game. The books don't know, and this has the likelihood to go under 3.
Speaking of that, like our betting tips and how to. One of the tips that I know is you always lay the 3.5 with the road team or whoever team is not favored. If it's 3, you're more inclined to possibly take the favorite team. But 3.5, it's a pick'em game, and you want to lay the points with the underdog. So if this line goes up to 3.5 by Thursday, I'll be taking the Cowboys, bro.
Yeah. If it gets down to like 2.5, though, you might want to just take the money line.
Yes. Because
at that point you might just pick a team.
Cowboys have been better runners of the football and we saw the Lions get ran over. Oh my god, dude!
That was a bad
You
game.
see that game, bro?
Oh, I saw Christian Watson light their ass up.
Yeah. He got lit up by them, but dude,
So did Dobbs and Wicks. They had a good day.
they did. But Josh Jacobs had 83 yards, bro, on 17 carries.
Yeah,
Even
they were giving him a healthy amount of work.
even the receiver, Bo Melton, had 2 carries for 15 yards. Like they were like anybody can run y'all actually. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah.
Their
Okay,
defense is not good.
betting tips and how to. We want to go over odds, plus odds and minus odds. We kind of did throughout the show. Okay, you want to bet as many plus odds as possible, or odds that are close to plus odds. So, like, our minus 130 is close enough to plus odds to bet it.
And like you were saying, so like you bet $10, it brings back 17. You bet 100, it brings back 170. So like basically the 100 on when you're at odds, the 100 is whatever you're betting. And then so if you're at minus 130, you'll subtract 30 from your bet. So 3, let's say you're betting $10 or whatever. If you're betting 15 or 20, you're subtracting the 30 off of it. So like the
Yeah.
100 is the money you are betting, and then whatever the number is, 110, 120 is what you're subtracting off of it. So like,
Yeah, if we just really,
$10 on this bet brings you back 17.
yeah, let's start off with like just the tens because I know some of y'all Missourians gonna try to go big. Don't bet big. We still
And
want to
one
build the bankroll. We still want to build slowly, then bet big. If I can like
yes.
build slowly until Super Bowl and then just go crazy on Super Bowl, that's my plan. So if you're betting
He's like,
ten
that's my
dollars,
plan.
if you're betting $10 on Jared Goff under passing attempts, you're gonna win $30 because you're gonna get your money back. So you're betting 10, you're gonna get 20, you're gonna get $10 more.
No, I think you would get if you bet 10, you would win $21.
Well, yeah, you're right. $21. Yeah, $21, and then yeah. So you're gonna get. I think it's more than that. Oh yeah, you're right. Because it's 10. We're doing 10. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know
like
if
if
I
you were to
did
bet
that.
100, this would bring back 220 or
Yes.
210. Sorry,
See, I can
210.
get that. Yeah, I can get that because I think of in hundreds because I'm a experienced better. So
Yeah.
we are experienced better, so it's easier to talk in hundreds. But okay, if you bet $10 on Brandon Aubrey over 7.5 kicking points,
You would win 107, or you would win $17
boom. So
because it's
you're only
it's
on.
minus money. That's what the negative means. You're not gonna double your money. That 100
Yes,
is the line basically of where you will double your money.
yes. You would only profit $7.
Yeah.
Profit. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, single bets.
So like we're saying, if you've got one bet that you're dead on, and that's what you're gonna. It's like let's say it's plus 110, like we were saying, or let's just say it's plus 100, which is even money, basically. So that'll double your money, but you know that bet that's the one you want. It's gonna hit on a single bets generally as compared to parlays, which we'll get into in a minute. Single bets is one bet. You're gonna want to bet more money on that game instead of a smaller amount. So on this, the consensus, we're taking the under on 53.5 for the total points scored in this game. That's plus money. You bet $100, you'll win $200. That's what we're trying to get at. And if you're gonna do single bets, generally you bet a larger amount of money because the odds on it are gonna be pretty much right at plus money. right at doubling your money, which is the 100. So plus 100 is basically you put down $10, you're going to win 20. And you're just going to double your money on plus 100 bets. But if you're going to only do single bets, you're going to want to bet bigger amounts of money, or whatever is big enough for you, you want to double on.
Which is also why you want to combine certain bets in what we call a parlay.
Parlays.
Okay,
Yeah. So
parlays
let's
right into
say,
the parlays. Wait, I have a good,
yeah, let's say you got
example.
this. All right.
You want to bet David Montgomery touchdown plus 150. Parlay that
So 100 brings back
with
250.
Dak Prescott over 2.5 pass touchdowns plus 130. That's plus 280.
Yeah. Which, can anybody do the math on that? That brings you back 380 on so $280 in profit on a $100 bet. You would get 380 off of a $100 bet. So
Yes,
180 is profit plus your money back.
exactly. If you so all it is
And
a
that's a
parlay.
parlay when you add two bets together on the same bet. They both have to hit or you don't cash.
Yes, you have to add the odds of both bets, combine them, and then you bet your money to see how much you make. And usually, the odds are better when you parlay something because it's harder to win because both things have to
Yeah.
happen.
If you bet a bunch of negative things all in the same parlay, you actually get pretty good odds in the long run. Like, you will stack up the more you put negative money in, and it will become a positive parlay eventually, like, depending on how
Yes,
much you're betting out there.
yes. The more
So we're not trying to deter you from betting things you know are good, because the negative just means it's a pretty likelihood that it will hit. The more negative it is, you don't want to get to like plus two, or negative 200, where you're not betting anything at that point. You're not making no money. You bet $10 to win 11, to win one.
the
That's not good.
people are like, oh, I'm about to bet on the Patriots money line. That's minus 290.
Yeah, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, you will win like $9. You won't even win your money back.
Exactly. So don't just you would parlay the Patriots with the player prop. When you
Yeah, or
parlay,
something in the pot and the plus money range to equal out, give you a chance. And that's, again, if you're only going to bet something like that, you'd probably want to bet a larger sum to bring back more money, because it's not going to double your
exactly.
money generally.
And then we go to round robins. Round robins
Which is
are
what we
when
like to do prop wise. This is how
yes,
I bet props.
yes. So if I were to say I want Dak Prescott over 2.5 touchdowns passing, I want Brandon Aubrey over 7.5 kicking points, and I want Jared Goff under 34.5 passing attempts. A round robin that will bet each of those things singularly and then do it all together. So
Yeah.
if
So that way, if your
one,
parlay doesn't hit, but 2 out of 3 do, you're still making some money back.
yes, you're making money off of what does hit. If they all hit, you also make all that money. It's like shooting craps with the books because if you like, oh,
Yeah.
roll a seven, and then you're like, okay, I rolled 11.
No, that's that.
So
I'll
it's
tell
like,
you right now, craps is a game we could not explain to you guys in less than 4 hours. Like,
no, that bro, I did that for the first time in Utah this February, and it was crazy.
dude, yeah, it's not. It's fun to throw
I,
the dice, but other than that, man, I
I
don't.
was I was up a lot of money at one point in time, and then I was down a lot. So in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, it's right now. A craps table is not one for the faint of heart, dude. Like,
Like, bro, you could be living high, bro, going up a couple thousand, and then be like, that's gone in like an hour, bro, less.
woo, yeah, Been there.
So, but
Step into
round
a poker
robins,
room full of sharks.
yeah, for real. Like round robins, guys, that is the craps table of betting. Okay, so think about that. I like that a lot for player props. If you are a prop guy, you're like, oh, I can't quit the props. I know we're betting spreads now, but I just can't do it, guys. I love props. Then do this. Do this.
Hey man, and here's the thing with these sport books, a lot of props that you can't take that they won't give you because they're negative money, but you're sure they're gonna hit. Like you can actually take player plot like props and team props and defense props and all kinds of other kinds of props on certain people. And like you were saying earlier, you don't have to pick another team. You could pick a plus money prop that goes with your negative prop on somebody or a team prop, and you can combine all these things. It's just so much better, dude. Like that's why I'm like, I don't. You guys really need to study, get in on this because this is actual betting. The over under props, those are way of the past. Those are like
Exactly.
feels like slot machines at this point.
It is, bro. They don't hit as much as you think they do. But last
No.
thing, last thing on this uh betting etiquette we're giving you. Teasers. Okay. This is for people who you know the Jets are gonna lose. You know they might not even cover 7.5. But you can also take the Jets in a teaser to 14.5. So you're adding 7 points. You're asking 7 to 10 points because you can choose between 7 to 10 points up from whatever the original betting line is. And you have to bet more than one team if you want to do a teaser. So you can tease the Jets up to 7 to 14.5. The Cowboys are -3. You can tease them up to +4. You can tease them. You can if the Chiefs are uh, favorites by 1 point favorites, like against the Texans, you can tease them up to +6.5. Like you can put that all together to give you better odds to make more money. So it creates a way for you to get to plus money. We want plus odds. You want to make sure most of your bets are near or over plus 100. That's how you really make the money. And that's what these player props are doing the entire time. These player props like pick six and underdog bets and prize picks, they would make you pick two props. And then you thought, okay, I put this guy together. I'm about to make $150 only because they're not giving you the odds. They're just giving you the over under of whatever they can do. But little did you know, behind the scenes, those things that you added together got you to plus money. So you want to be in plus odds, and these teasers help you put a bunch of things together to get plus odds. So
That's like you were saying with these teasers. So like let's you can with the spreads, teams get implied point totals. So that's how you get 43.5 is this team should score, 24 and a half of those and win by 1.5. So let's say like you were talking the Lions game is +3 right now. Let's say you're dead set on the Cowboys or the Lions are -3. You're dead set that they're gonna win by 10. You could tease that up to -10 and give you plus money on it. And it'd probably be a lot of money to plus money. It could be like plus 300 on that probably if you took it up to 10.
seriously,
But like you
yes,
can if you're dead set on a game is negative odds, but you think it's going to be better than what they're giving on, you take it up. And there's a lot that we could have cashed on because what they're doing on those prop bets is there are odds on these player props and they make it plus money for a reason and they make you parlay it because that's how they make their money. There is no round robin style. you have to put in the money to do it yourself, which is how I would always do props. If I would do 2 players from a game and put them together and put a decent amount of money, and then 2 players from a game and a decent amount of money, and 2 players from a game and a decent amount of money. And then I put a small wager on all those put together. And so if it hit big, and I'd cash on all of it. But you can do that now in this round robin. You can do teasers. There's so many things that you can do in this team implied totals, where you can just bet on points for one team specifically. How much do you think these guys are going to score, and not worry about the team total altogether? There is so much, guys. Like if you're, so I'm like, get in, find your nod. You know, your niche in this, just like we're doing with kicker points, we're doing with bad weather games, we're doing with running quarterbacks. We always find a niche, and that's what we bet on. There's so many more options in here. You can bet on halves, quarters, how many points, rushing yards, first attempts, first scoring touchdown, last scoring touchdown. So many more options out there. Find the thing, that you are confident in, your niche that you should, and bet on it, man, and discover it and see what you can get in there, because there's a lot more options now.
Telling you, man, like so I work for Picks and Parlays, Wager Talk. I know a lot of guys, and I am one of the youngest guys betting with this company. Most of the guys are veterans. They've been doing this for before I was even born. They're older guys. They're experienced. They're knowledgeable. Some of them only bet first halves of any game, of a baseball, first 5 innings of a baseball game, first quarter of a hockey game. They're like, why am I betting the full game, bro? I know that I know what's happening in the first half. I know what's going to happen. Bet. Then just do that. Like, you ain't got to bet the full game. You have so many options now. You don't even know. Sacks, bruh. You can bet sacks, bro. You can bet interceptions now. You can bet whatever you want. Your favorite player is Sauce Gardner. Bet on him to have an interception right now. But he's out for the count right now. So sorry, you can't bet on him. But Patrick Surtain, you can bet, okay, Mariota's gonna throw one. Okay. You already know he'll throw one, but you also know who he's gonna throw it to. Patrick Surtain. Bet on that. Do that.
Well, and that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. You can bet on deflected balls. You can bet on punts. You can bet on return yards. You can bet on special teams touchdowns. You can bet on touchbacks. You can bet on first quarter, second quarter, halves, third quarter, fourth quarter,
Safety.
halves, points, yards, anything. Find your niche. Find what you know is going to happen and bet it. You're not stuck at the numbers that they give you, which are bad numbers already on those prop sites for the most part, because if you go to the books, you're generally going to find better numbers. And the reason that they do that on the props is to take y'all money. All right. They make it hard for a reason. Every time you look at a guy, you're like, there's not too many gimmies in there. And with this, you can set your own, you can find your thing, one thing that you're going to be good at. If you want to just bet the last 2-minute drives of halves, you can bet that. Like, there's just things. If you know a certain team does this in the last 2 minutes every time, no matter what, if you know this guy is going to be punt, if your team's so bad, they're going to have more than 6 punts in a game, you can punt on that. You can bet on that. There's just so many things,
The
and the
Jets.
numbers will be better, and the teasers, yeah. And you can finally bet on the Jets a little more than their player props. Like,
Yeah. Like,
but
bro, it
there's just,
hurts me.
you can tease so much. You can tease so much up that if you really know something, like, you really get to set your own odds now with these guys and find what you are comfortable with taking. So
And
I don't know. I'm just excited for the books.
you could also bet on one whole team. I can go, I think Tyrod Taylor has 2 touchdowns passing. I think Brees Hall has a touchdown. I think we have over 6 punts. All that in one parlay for just one team.
It's
Beautiful.
good. It's a
Beautiful.
good day to be a Missourian, finally.
But that is our show for the day, guys. That is our show. We will see you back here again on Friday. I'm telling you, we got more coming. Okay, this is only the beginning, Missouri. This is only the beginning. We are here to educate and continue educating. And in the next 3 years after this start of this law being passed, hopefully y'all are like, I'm glad this happened. I made some money in the last 3 years. I want you to look back and be like, I thought it was a bad idea, but actually it was a pretty good idea.
Going to schools, man. It's all going to go to the Missouri schools anyways, So we should have some baller schools, good education coming up out of this eventually. So that's what we do here. If it's gambling, we say schools. Like, I don't know how much of that actually goes to schools, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there'll be enough money. It'll be a good thing for the state. Um, I think you guys will change your mind on it. The old timers, the old heads, I'm sure they're still a little mad, but the younger generation coming up, just like anything, you're gonna get with the times. Things are gonna change, and everything comes with its discourse. But I mean, this is America, bro. Prohibition happened once. Look at it now. Booze is back. Online gambling was a thing in the early 2000s. You could play poker and win real money. You can't do that in every state now. Some states you can. It's coming back, and I'm glad to see it pass. I think this is a start to. I've been a poker player for a long time, guys. That's my thing, other than sports betting. And so this is a good step towards getting poker legal online again in the state of Missouri. And this is something I've been waiting on for years in sports betting, because it's been so hard to make sports bets legitimately in this state without traveling. Got to have some connections for some guys that you don't see very often. You gotta have some people you trust out there. All right. Trust me, I had some people. It took me some while to get my money back over here, wired whatever transfer back in the day on betting. People that live in a state that you could bet on, and then send the money, get the money. It's nice. It's nice. Trust me, guys. I come from the dark, shady bars, and telling a guy behind the counter, like, "Hey, man, give me 15 on this game," and him writing my name down in a credit tone and giving me a slip. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So it's nice that it's all on your phone. There's going to be betting numbers and gambling numbers. So we're going to show you the healthy way here. We're not trying to get you to bet your house, but this is a big step, and I think it's going to be a good thing, man. It's going to be a good thing for the state, good thing for your pockets, and good thing for us. We're trying to make some content, make some money for us and you guys. So
hey, go back and watch the YouTube short of building a bankroll. We have those shorts are still up there on YouTube. Money Huddle. I can subscribe. Like and subscribe, bro, because now you really need to. If you're a Missourian watching this show, for sure, you really need to watch this now because you don't even know what you're doing. So definitely check out the bankroll because you want to. Don't go broke, guys. Your first week doing the betting, bro. You're gonna be betting the whole NBA and NFL slate this week, and then you'll be selling your house by Sunday. That's crazy. Okay, let's not get out of hand. Okay.
for real, this is my tip to you. So if you get on DraftKings, my bet 365, they've got $300 in free money they'll give you on bets. Well, I know DraftKings is limited at 25. I haven't got on Bet 365 yet, but use their money, man. You got to use it in this first week, anyways. They only give you till the 8th to use it, which is basically this Monday night game to the next Monday night game. But use their money and test it out, and try to win some money for sure, because that's what we're trying to do. But don't go crazy. Don't X out a credit card, steal from your wife. You look at the shorts, all right? Don't go crazy, man.
Don't go crazy, guys. And like you said before we go, I'm just gonna remind everybody: yes, DraftKings. If you haven't got an account before or ever had an account, go get one. They're gonna give you free money to bet. Okay, once you sign up and you deposit that $5, you immediately get 300 bucks in bets. Bet 365. If you go to Bet 365 and download their app, start your account for the first time, and deposit $5, you're gonna and you spend that or you bet $10, you're gonna get $365 from them. So it's like they're giving you free money to try to make money so you can get used to it. They care about you getting used to it so then they can eventually rob you in the future. So then you're an addict. But we are responsible. We are not addicts. We are responsible gamblers. and we will show y'all the way. Just keep watching the show. Tune in, like and subscribes, hit the notification button so you get alerts when we drop, so you don't miss no free money. We're giving you free money too.
Bro, yeah, for real. We're trying to, as much as we're, look, man, nobody sponsors us. We're giving us our love and dedication and our time to what we're doing. We were going to do this with or without this show, regardless. Me and Dre were talking all last year about betting constantly. That's what we talk about. And, we're like, we should do a podcast. And here we are, guys. Like, this is our own blood, sweat, and tears. This is what we do. We'd be doing this without a show. So we want you guys to get into it. We want you to, be interactive with us. Show us your cashes, what you didn't cash on, what you like, what you don't like. That takes you liking, sharing, subscribing. And we're going to give you all the content we can, guys. This is the one market we know we're really good at in NFL. Dre's been trying to talk me into a few other things. So we'll have sports content year round for you. And I'll definitely have stuff in the off season with football. Best ball season, man, in fantasy draft leagues coming up. We'll have betting, obviously, of course. I mean, if there's football, even when they're not playing, there's odds to be talked about. So, yeah, guys, get used to it. Get in there. Use these free sites money. DraftKings is just this week, but Bet360, use DraftKings, then get into the Bet365 and use that money that they give you slowly. You know what I mean? Just take your time, but really take this week to figure it out. And there's some good games this week, so get in there, study it up, look what you're doing, and get back to us because we're gonna have it coming to you Friday. And so Saturday morning, you guys should be able to run down everything we're talking about, get into the numbers, and bet your bets before Sunday because the numbers are constantly changing. So we'll have that out there, man. It'll be ready. It'll be good. I'm excited for everybody and us. I think our odds will be a lot better with we're gonna show.
Oh, most definitely, bro. And you're gonna get more content from me on the Money Huddle banner because I'm gonna be talking about soccer now. Okay, now that I can bet on my favorite sport, it's over. Like, and those odds are always good because to score a goal in soccer is freaking hard. Okay, you can't just do that. It's too many factors in the game of soccer. So, like, those will be some better odds. And some sports have better odds, like baseball's props and bets are way better odds too.
And I'll tell you, when February rolls around, I'll get you guys the hook in on some NASCAR weeks because I follow NASCAR like the true Missourian I am. I'm not super dedicated to betting it because I haven't had the spreads available to me. It's just been over unders and fantasy points and whatever. So it'll be interesting. I like to cover certain things, and we'll see how that market goes. Maybe I'll talk some NASCAR on the Money Huddle line, and we'll see what's going on. So we're definitely into a lot of sports.
Hey, the options have opened up. So
Oh, and golf season, man. I got you guys on golf time. We're looking
that.
at some odds.
Hey, I got an idea for you. I'll talk to you about later. But yes,
All right.
everybody, peace. Good luck with your bets as always, and happy betting.
Hey, get that money, boys.